Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this episode, we're going to clean up a couple of items that my daughter sent to me recently. The PROTO torque wrench, dial torque wrench, which is a pretty awesome item, I think. And the little set of SK tools, SK socket set. Possibly another item or two, I'm not sure yet. So let's just get right into it. There we go. All right, I have been looking forward to this one, and I'm finally getting around to it. This is the PROTO dial torque wrench that was sent to me by my daughter, and I think it's one of the coolest items I've ever seen. So this is calibrated at the factory, I think. So I'm going to be really careful and not mess with it. I'm not going to try to take it apart or anything. I'm just going to clean it up. It's in great shape. So I've noticed that this little cap here comes out. And I think one of the models has a light or something, but this doesn't have that. Let's see if I can get it out. Okay. You can kind of see some of the inner workings there, which I'm not going to mess with. I'm going to loosen these screws. I'm not going to take them all out one at a time because I'm afraid that something would come apart and I wouldn't be able to get it back together. And I'm just not going to. Too many times I have taken things apart when I shouldn't have, and I'm not going to do that this time. So now first, I think I'm going to carefully remove these two screws because I think maybe that holds this assembly on. I'm not sure. I think I better stop right there. My better judgment tells me not to mess with this too much. However, I do believe I'm going to take the screws out one at a time because there's a little bit of rust. And I'm going to clean these screws up and clean that up right there as best I can. It might be just grease or something, I don't know. So let me do that, and I'll bring you back when I figure out exactly how I'm going to proceed. Sorry about the fan noise, but it can't be helped. It's really hot in here today. I decided to use some 4/0 steel wool and just kind of polish these up a little bit. I'm going to use the steel wool very lightly on this area right here. That seemed to come off. I think I'll, oh, this is H7. I didn't notice that before. I think what I'm going to do is use a Dremel and some flits on this. So let me get set up for that. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Okay, there is one spot here where the finish is bubbling up, so I'll just have to be careful of that. Let's go ahead and do these screws first. You know what? I believe that's going to need some wire brush action. Hopefully it won't hurt if I take both of these out. Alright, let's give these screws a little lug with the wire wheel. Ouch!
I meant to do that.
I wonder if that can be cleaned up. I'm not going to take it apart. I might try to clean it up with a Q-tip a little bit. I wonder if, let me see if I can clean this up a little bit. That helped a little. Let's not get carried away here, Bill. I am going to try to clean up the plastic face a little bit. And you know what? I think I may go ahead and try to polish these screws a little bit. The bearings are shot in this Dremel tool. I've gone through several of them over the years, but this one's still grinding along. So I have another one, but it's convenient for me to use this one. So anyway, now I'm going to do the other one, and then I'll bring you back and we'll figure out what we're going to do next. I'm going to try just a very small amount of degreaser on here to see if I can clean it up just a little. Don't want it leaking down in there or anything like that. Oh yeah, look at that. It's cleaning up. Now, I'll use another one to dry it a little bit. Wipe it off. Now I think I'll put some Novus #1 on there to polish it a little bit. Don't want to get carried away here. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do to that part of it. Now, I'm going to try to figure out what, if anything, to do with this black part here. I have been doing some experiments with touching up this black paint. There's a lot of chips on it, like here, not so many up here, but what I have discovered is that this stuff works pretty good. It's a paint stick, and rather than just touch it up, it's easier just to go over the whole thing. So I have been taking some alcohol and just kind of cleaning up the paint a little bit. And after that dries, just kind of go over it with this stuff. It's a paint pen. There's kind of a surface, kind of a hammered surface, and this allows it to keep that surface. While making, touching up the black paint. So, I tried it on part of it, let it dry overnight, and it works pretty good. The paint stays on, so I'm going to work on that and bring you back when it's finished. I've read these instructions and I think I understand how this thing works now. We'll do a demonstration in a little bit. I'm not going to put it back in the case where it was. It was folded up, and I've already cleaned the case a little bit, but in another life I was a software developer and a Microsoft partner, and they used to send me these really neat plastic cases with all the latest software in it. But the software was quickly outdated, but the cases endured, and so I use these cases to keep shop manuals and things in. So I'm going to put this in here and put it back in my library of manuals. Now, as I said, the case had a few little dirt, rusty type spots in it, which I have cleaned up, and I think I'm just going to give it a little shot of good old lemon pledge and call it good. Make it smell good. We want all our torque wrenches should have a nice fragrance to them, I've always felt. So there we go. Might as well give it a little in here also. We'll get out all the torque wrenches in a little while and put this one to the test. Alright, this torque wrench is for more precision work than for automotive work, I believe, because it is graduated, or the scale reads in inch pounds rather than foot pounds. And I did a little test here, or a demonstration, which is not really accurate, not real accurate, but it might suffice in showing how this thing works. So anyway, here we go. What you do is you set the dial to 0 where this pointer is right here. And this one is called, they call it like a memory pointer. And so I'll just use the vise. So if you want to, now you set your torque, say you wanted to set it to 100 inch-pounds, and then this pointer here remembers where you set it. So now what I did was I took this torque wrench, which is, it's a 3/8 inch torque wrench that I used for automotive and motorcycles and stuff. And here, let me move the camera a little bit. And here, let me loosen this thing a little bit. Kind of awkward working around this tripod, but okay, so I'm going to tighten this bolt to 150 inch-pounds. Okay, hang on. Like so. Close enough. Now 150 inch-pounds is 12.5 foot-pounds. So we'll use this for a rough estimation of how close I got. This is, you'll have to trust me, this is set for 12.5 foot-pounds. And it clicks just immediately without any other tightening. So I'm not sure if that proves much of anything, but it's kind of a demonstration of how the thing works. Here is the little SK tool set that my daughter sent to me a few weeks ago. It's in great shape, I believe. All the pieces are there. They're all SK. The ratchet handle works fine. I don't know if I'm going to take it apart or not. I haven't decided. I probably won't at this point. I might try to lube it just a little bit. The ball detent seems to work. All the sockets appear to be here. They're all matching SK. This extension, let's see, six-inch extension. The case is in excellent shape. Not going to do a thing to it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave that alone. I think I'm going to give everything a bath in the ultrasonic cleaner except the ratchet. I don't know. Maybe I'll take that apart. Haven't decided yet. But anyway, all these are going to go in the ultrasonic cleaner. The little tray lifts out. I'm going to clean the tray and the box up, give them a coat of wax, and call it good. So let's get started. Alright, I've watched some videos about how to take these apart. So let's see if we can be real careful here, Bill. I know there's a spring and a pin in there. I now would prefer for them not to shoot across the garage and be eaten by the floor monster. So I think I'm going to try to take this apart off camera, lest I do something stupid that the viewers will see. So let me work with this a little bit. Alright, I have made an executive decision here. I've watched videos on taking these apart, but I'm not going to take this apart. It's in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of wear on one of these teeth here, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. So I'm going to put the sockets and these parts in the ultrasonic cleaner, and I'm just going to put this whole assembly in there, and then I'll make sure that I displace any water in there with some WD-40 or some alcohol or something like that, and then I'll lube it all up, put it back together. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I think I better give these a rinse before I take them out. Here are the parts of the SK socket set out of the ultrasonic bath. Rinsed them. Put some WD-40 in here to kind of displace any leftover degreaser and water in there. And oops, they're all pretty clean now. So I'm going to put everything back together, and then I'll start on the little toolbox. Here are some Powr-Kraft tools that my daughter sent to me in that nice batch of stuff recently. Nice little 3/8" breaker bar. A Powr-Kraft screwdriver. And another Powr-Kraft screwdriver. So I'm not going to clean them up in this video. I'm going to do a Powr-Kraft tools cleanup extravaganza in another video. because I have some Powr-Kraft tools, that a few that I've collected on my own, and several sent to me by other friends, YouTube friends. So we'll do that. We'll do these in another video. All right, here's a final look at these tools that were sent to me by my daughter a few weeks back. This is the PROTO model 6177 precision torque wrench. This is in inch pounds rather than foot pounds. So it's I believe it's done for, this is used for more precision work than perhaps than automotive work. It's a 3/8 inch. I cleaned it up, spruced it up a little bit. It didn't need much. So there it is. Really cool piece, I think. That'll go with my other torque wrenches. Here's the little SK tool set that she sent. SK socket set. I cleaned it up a little bit and cleaned the little box up. Didn't really do anything to it. I cleaned it good. I put a couple of coats of wax on it. Cleaned the little logo up and used the ultrasonic cleaner. It's a metric set. It goes from 17 millimeters down to 8, I believe. Uh, 7 millimeters. 17 down to 7. It's missing the 16 millimeter. So I'll be on the lookout for one of those. Got the extension and the ratchet I serviced. Took it apart, serviced it. You can see the number there. 22. It's kind of hard for me to read, peering around the camera here, but 223 2477 works great. So there you go. I'm quite happy with these, and thanks again to Rollerbald daughter for sending those, and a bunch of other stuff too. The Powr-Kraft stuff we'll get into. I'm gonna do a Powr-Kraft extravaganza one of these days, hopefully before not too long. Well, I hope you enjoyed that look at a few items that were sent to me by my daughter recently in a mail call. I really enjoyed it. Those are really neat items, I think, and I'm going to enjoy having them in my collection here. So thank you all very much for watching the video. Hope you'll subscribe. Please leave me a comment. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye now.